Shut up and sit down.
Hello, pulpits.
Dang it, I didn't have time to read the little text bubbles by Gerald.
Oh, I know. Okay, so that was pictures that they had posted a while back, I think right before the McNeese game. And they made they took a bunch of different pictures and then put like, I saw you in my dreams last night, and it said, oh, you did? Was I at an SFA game? And it was like, no, well, then it wasn't me.
Okay. I saw the first half. I didn't have time to get the second half.
Right, which I thought was funny, and especially that picture of Gerald I thought was hilarious with that caption. So I stole it. I stole it. But anyway, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome to I almost called this Wednesday. I almost sent us ahead a whole day. Oh God, okay. Tuesday evening edition of I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh man, it's been a long weekend, and so I'm just trying to catch up with my days.
It has been.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on in Jacqueline and my life, and so a few updates coming up your way. So tonight we are going to go over two different games, 2-game catch up that we've been doing a lot lately. It just makes it easier for us because again, it's just busy, and if we can do 2 games in an episode in an hour or so ish, that just makes it easier. There was a loud noise and my dad screaming, "Oh no." And I was like, "Oh God, what just happened?" And it's because they're watching the Olympics. That's why.
That makes sense.
That checks out. Okay. But anyway, so yes, we're going to talk about 2 different games tonight, Lamar and the Commerce game that happened last night. And then that way we'll be caught up and ready to go for this weekend. So the first game, do we want to do your update, your new update first?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead, Jacqueline. You give us the update first.
So y'all see me looking rough. I literally have whatever makeup is left on my face from the game last night because I still have not washed it off yet. I know. And I'm wearing a long sleeve Alaska t-shirt, which I normally do not wear shirts from places I haven't been, but my dad brought this back from my parents' Alaskan cruise. So if he picks out something, I gotta wear it. But anywho, so I'll make the first part short because we don't want to be sad. But anybody who knows me well, I had my precious little Gabby for 18 years. I had to have her put to sleep like a year and a half ago. And I finally was like, okay, I'm ready to get another dog. Y'all know I'm a crazy cat lady, but I do love dogs too. For anybody who's new here, just haven't ready for one yet. However, long story short, I did adopt a precious little dog that I named Ginger. She's going by Gigi, and I just picked her up last night. One of my friends, Liz, and apparently one of my new besties, her name is Lainey, Liz's girlfriend, because we have everything in common that I had no idea. And I picked her up from them last night after she got spayed yesterday. And this poor little dog has had a rough start. So she's very, very scared, very skittish. And we were all expecting this to be very slow progress. She was, I think, adopted once and was brought back like the same day. So I thought this was going to be like so slow. And today we have broken all sorts of barriers. She allowed pets for the first time without a treat and no barking, growling, snarling. She pottied outside on the leash on her second attempt. The first attempt, she was scared by the wind and her own self stepping on leaves. But the second time was a charm. Now she's barking. She hears me talking about her. She's in my bedroom. What was the third one? Oh, she let my neighbor pet her, which was shocking. And now she's barking in my room because we have not ventured out of the bedroom yet. The only cat she has met is Scotty because he's the chillest, coolest cat in the world. So hopefully she'll settle down in a minute. But if you hear a bark, now you know where it came from.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've had the banner up a minute ago and I was just saying, welcome Gigi to the family. I'm excited to meet her after she's had a little bit of time to get used to y'all. And shout out to Scotty, the therapy cat, for legitimately making her feel welcome and at home in your house. And so who would have thought that just putting Scotty in there would have got her kind of out of the shell?
You know, honestly, I blame myself for not thinking of it sooner. For any of you who I've told who are not cat lovers, Brian Mazzy, I'm looking at you. I swear to God, this is the proof that Scotty is the coolest cat in the world. She's barking up a storm now.
He really is.
Literally, I kept all the cats out of the room last night so she could have a peaceful night of sleep, her first night here after surgery. And this morning, all morning, Scotty was meowing pitifully outside my bedroom door. So I finally let him in. And he's the one who got her to make her first exit out of the kennel.
I'm here for it.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
All right. Since she's barking in the background, I'll go ahead and jump in and start us off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a thought percolating.
I always have thoughts percolating, Jacqueline, but sometimes those thoughts maybe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, let me just say, yes, the Saturday, February 7th game, when we played Lamar, you're right. You weren't going cuckoo bananas. I wasn't in the stands. And Jacqueline had it about up to here with everybody and their mama asking where I was.
It wasn't just that, honestly. I mean, not that that's a big deal, because I knew anytime either one of us misses, people are going to ask the other one, where is she? Man, here's my quick rant of the Murphy's Law I had Saturday. For anyone who had to speak to me on Saturday at the game, I apologize because I probably was short and on edge. First of all, I was dog sitting for my boss and his wife. So my plan was to come to both games, but since I was dog sitting, I did not have time to do both because that would be leaving them in Tyler for too long. So I literally left just in the nick of time to get to the boys' game. And then as soon as it was over, I was going to come right back. That would leave it at about a 5-hour window, which is an okay amount of time. So I roll in last freaking minute. First of all, for some reason, my mobile ticket did not work. I do not know why. That on weeknight games, they have 3 to 4 people checking tickets at the door. But on Saturday, the doubleheader, they only had 2. So there's long ass line. Here we go. I'm already cursing and I never do that on here. Finally get up there. My mobile ticket doesn't work. She says, you're going to have to go to the window. So I step aside. I just got a brand new iPhone, mind you. So anyway, I realized that it had a voided ticket and the actual ticket. So I immediately get back in line, get all the way back up there. Then she says, oh, you're going to have to pour out your water bottle, which she said nothing about the first time. And I brought this to every single game for probably the last 3 seasons and no one's ever said anything. And I'm like, can you, because I'm in a hurry. Like I'm hearing the anthem where it's almost go time. I'm like, can you please just scan my ticket and I will pour it out so that I don't have to go through the line again. She won't do it. So I have to step out of line, pour out my entire water bottle, get back in line for time number 3, finally get in. Then Tess and I sit down. I hope whoever this is not listening because I don't mean this mean. I'm literally just being honest. I wish that we could have an adults only section. Any of y'all who know me, you know I love children. You know I do. But there should be an adults only section at a basketball game for those of us who are adults without children who want to just sit and watch the entire game. Because if you have kids or if you've been around kids, you know they don't want to sit and watch a whole basketball game. So there's lots of up and down. So a few minutes into the game, Tess and I have to, which is no easy feat for Tess. We don't want her having to stand up and down multiple times. We got to stand up so I can take a bathroom break right after the game starts. Then we got to go to the concession stand. Then he wants to come back and show us this pickle. And I'm like, you're a precious child, but I don't care about the pickle right now. I just want to watch the game. Anyway, then there was a lady sitting in front of us wearing a Lamar jacket. I don't know why. She chose to sit behind our bench. It was just a plethora of things. Then the very last media timeout of the game, as soon as it ends, these 4 college-age girls decide that's when they want to leave. So Tess and I have to stand up again. And I very loudly say, well, you did just have a whole media timeout to leave, but Oh, well. Then, since we didn't get to sit in our normal seats, Tess and I move up to the front row in the Misa seats. They weren't there, or else they were sitting elsewhere, so that we could be front and center for the boys when they come through. Then these 4 other college-age girls are sitting at the end of that row. And by this time, all the little old ladies from First United Methodist Church have come down into the aisle like they do every single game to give their boys hugs. And that's when these gals decide they want to get up. And I just look over at them and I'm like, you're just going to have to wait. Or you can climb over the back of the seats. The boys are coming and we're not moving. Sorry. And Gerald got 2 fouls within a minute and 30 seconds of clock time into the game. So I was just like, somebody's about to try me today.
Whereas all the while I was, let's see, what time was this at? 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock. I was on my way to dinner at that moment to go have antipastas and have a very stress-free night. And I'm so sorry. Like,
okay,
you were going through all of that, and I'm over here like hanging out with, friends from college and my lifelong friends and people that I love so much. And you're over there stressing at basketball.
Let me add one more grievance of my Murphy's Law day. So also, as I mentioned, just got a brand new iPhone. Had ordered screen protector and cover for it, which I never have my phone naked ever. Like, I'm so paranoid I'm going to drop it and break it. And Amazon, for the first time ever, Amazon delivered the Amazon delivery, and they did not deliver to my house. There was a picture of my packages in front of a door on the delivery confirmation. Couldn't tell you where the door was. I don't know. Tess, I'm sure you have a lot of things to say. Don't we all? She did. And Tess, thank you for being a trooper and hanging in with me, because I'm sure I was not the most pleasant on Saturday.
Well,
do apologize.
And thank you for having her down there, because you're like, well, I'm alone, so like send your mom down here. And I'm like, okay.
Of course. But yeah, so then when I'm I have to go through the most amazing gymnastics in the world to get Amazon customer service to let them know that, like, okay, it says delivered, and I do see the picture, and I know you're telling me to go ask my neighbors, but like, I don't know where this store is, so I don't know where to go ask, because it doesn't resemble any of the doors near me. So I was at the game with my brand new phone, no screen protector, no cover, nothing, and I'm like, I after I text Alex the little SOS, like, I'm already so frustrated. I just got here. I put that phone in the purse and I didn't touch it again, because I was like, that would be the cherry on top of this day if I scratch this phone or break this phone.
Oh man,
personal problems, man. But that was it.
I'm telling you, you precious baby, you had a Saturday, but at least we won.
We sure did.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So Saturday, February 7th, at William R. Johnson. Background info. We have 23 wins and 17 losses in our previous matchup versus Lamar going into this game. The last matchup, we did win by 7 points there on January 24th. Seems like it was just yesterday.
Right.
True. That was the Ice Mageddon weekend, because I was going to attempt that game and had to scratch that real quick. Largest margin of victory, 79-43 in 2013, and the smallest margin of victory was 1 point, 73-72 in 2007. Same starters per usual. Y'all know them. We did win 84-74. The attendance was 3,872. Sean Kennedy's stat section. Y'all are going to know by the beginning of this that I was real happy. Field goal percentage, 53.7%. 3-point percentage, 50%. Free throws, wait for it, drum roll, everybody. 81.8%.
Wild.
32 points in the paint, 18 points off turnovers, 6 second chance points, 9 fast break, 13 points from the bench. The score was tied twice, and the lead changed 8 times. We had a total of 27 rebounds, 5 offensive and 22 defensive. We had 13 fouls, 8 turnovers. They had 10 turnovers. Love those single-digit turnovers.
Yeah.
We had 8 steals, 6 blocks. That might be a game high. 17 assists, which I think also might be a game high. Our game leaders. So we had leading the scoreboard Latif with 20 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 steals. Keon, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Cam with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. CC with 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists. Gerald, 8 points, 1 rebound, 3 blocks. And Yeti also with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Oh my goodness. What a wild statistics going on here. I mean, from having, 8 steals, having 6 blocks, 17 assists to 32 points in the paint and that free throw percentage, and then having a crazy stat like having 5 offensive rebounds and yeah. All right. So player of the game. I mean, obviously you listed a ton of players who had a great game. You got 4 players in double digits. I see who you wrote down for your player of the game. Players.
Ow. Yeah, I had to do a bit of a toss up there. More of a player and a big shout out.
Okay, got it. All right, well, go ahead and do yours because I'm going to give it to somebody different.
Okay, fabulous. So for player of the game, I went with Latif. He's leading on points. He has something in every single stat line.
Yeah.
2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 steals. Fantastic game. Fantastic. Also have to give a big old shout out to CC because as we know, 10 points, that's a lot for him. 8 rebounds.
Damn near double-double.
To a double-double. Also 4 steals and 3 assists. I mean, this is probably one of CC's best games on offense and defense collectively. Like,
correct.
Couldn't ask for more than that.
Absolutely. No, I love to see it. Love to see it from CC. His output lately has been, and I mean, let's just be fair. His output the past few seasons that we've had from him, he's an instrumental part of the team. I mean, there's a reason why he is starting. There's a reason why he's on the floor as much as he is. Like, even if he doesn't produce any sort of offense whatsoever, his defense is on point and on par, getting rebounds and defending the ball left, right, center. So love to see some points on the board from CC. And Latif has just been so consistent. So love to see that. Keon's the same. But tonight I'm going to give mine to our boy Cameron, Cam with a K, with his 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. That's one of the reasons why I made him our background tonight. Well, for this game specifically, I'll switch it for the next game. But I'm going to start doing that now that I have an inside scoop on where to get pictures from the game. I can download different pictures from the game and put them up there. But yeah, with 5 games left in the season or something. Here you go.
That's all right. Now
It's okay. But yeah, Cam, wow, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. I'd have to pull up the stats from that so I could see how many of those were threes because it wasn't there.
He 3 of 6 from the 3-point line.
3 of 6. All right, so 50%.
Yeah, fantastic.
Love to see that. I mean, Teef was 3 of 5. That's also good. Rit 50% as well. Keon had a 3 in there too. Not a ton of threes, but that's okay. Again, 50% from the 3-point line. I'll take that all day and twice on Sunday. So not too shabby there whatsoever. But yeah, Cam with his he's 100% on his free throws. I mean, 4 of 7 from field goal. With his 3 rebounds in there. He only fouled once, which is great. Had an assist in there, played for 20 minutes. That's some good output from Cam. So that's why I threw him on the my player of the game list there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And again, wasn't there to see it live in person. I was trying to keep track a little bit on my phone, but of course, I mean, it's hard when you're trying to hang up and hang out with everybody and keep track of basketball. So when the game was over, I did pull up ESPN and looked at the stats, and I was just like, okay. But for a minute there, when I pulled up ESPN, the only game that popped up was the girls' game. And I saw that the score, 1 point or whatever. And I was like, wait, what? And at first I had a minor freak out that was our score. And I was like, I missed a hell of a game. What the shit? But then I found the actual score and I felt better.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So just diving straight into feats of strength from this game, Jax, what do we got?
Man, I mean, everyone looked fantastic. Y'all, I mean, I had 6 game leaders that I read out, which is probably most. Our field goal percentage was great. It was barely higher than our 3-point percentage. Our free throw percentage was over 80%. I can't even stand it. How happy I am. It was a little closer than maybe I would have loved, but again, Alex and I say this to everyone. And Dad and I were walking the top of the concourse at halftime, and past Ritt's parents on their usual laps around, and I told them the same thing. I was like, listen, Lamar can literally be bottom of the pack, and their best game is going to be against us. Like, they can pull who knows what out of their ass and be really tough, like when you don't expect it. And I got more on that. I'll get to in the next segment. But I mean, they played great, and we did still end up winning by 10. So
yeah, and I love that. I also, let me see, I'm trying to find
single-digit turnovers.
Yeah, that right there. Seeing single-digit turnovers makes me abundantly happy.
8 steals, 6 blocks. Like,
that's what I'm saying. We had as many turnovers as we had steals.
Love it.
Love it. Let's see here. The 32 points in the paint, really good, up there where we love to have it, like in the 30s. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
18 points off turnovers. Love to see that too. Yeah, just all in all, just a good game. Obviously, very good game, minus all the issues in the stands with you. But
yeah,
yeah, not too much to complain about either. You have any more positives before we go on to that, though?
The 17 assists, that was great too.
Oh, for sure. Oh my God.
Let me see.
I mean, Keon had the 8, which is, I mean, again, what his job is, so that checks out. Cam had 1, CC had 3, Yeti with the 2. I mean, C Green had 2 as well. And C Green's really been stepping up lately. And I think it's just a matter of time before we start maybe seeing him on the leaderboard, or at least, like, even if it's not offensive output, but like the next game for sure. I think the next game that we talk about, the Commerce game, I'm going to have a lot more to say about C Green because he played lights out on Monday night. So
I agree.
He's really been stepping it up lately.
And I'm so pleased to see that, because it does help give, CC and some of our other guys a little bit more of a break, and us knowing that, we're not going to be at a deficit when they're out of the game.
Right.
So super thrilled to see that.
Right. Here for it. Love it. Okay. Any other good before moving on?
I'm ready for grievances.
Okay.
Begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're going to hear about it.
I don't have my.
I don't hear. Oh, I didn't hear it.
Oh, it played. It did play. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, it played.
So really, besides my whole rant I gave at the beginning, which has absolutely nothing to do with the team, the players, the coaches, the actual game, I have very minimal ones. I was sad Alex wasn't there, obviously. Understood, but I like to have my partner in crime there. When possible. My biggest grievance of this game is that number 4 Braden East is not on our team.
Well, and as you can see,
let me tell y'all a little story.
He's right here in the corner of the picture.
And that is why I said I'll get to the rest of the picture later.
Yeah.
My goodness. I mean, I would have to look back at more of their game stats to see if this is a regular thing or if he just had one tremendous blow up game.
Yeah.
He scored more than anyone, even our high scorer, 33 points.
That's insane.
No one else on Lamar even scored in double digits. They had a couple people with 9. I mean, this kid, I can't sing his praises enough, and y'all know I never do this for kids on other teams, but my gosh, I mean, he was just making everything. He was 50% from the 3-point line, 15 of 19 from the field, 100% on free throws, 10 rebounds. I'd have to refresh myself on his stats. Laura looked him up last night. I mean, his like measurements, but he's a little bit taller than Gerald.
Yeah.
And more LBs than Gerald. He's a big dude. And he can move good. He can shoot great. At halftime, my dad and I were both like, what? And my dad was like, he's only a sophomore. Like, he's not going to stay at Lamar. We need to get some NIL money his way. And literally by the time I got in my car to drive home and called my dad for our little post-game chat, he had already talked to one of his buddies who had called one of his sources, which I will not give away the sources. But anywho, the word is that this kid, number 4 right there, 33 points, 10 rebounds against us, was not even recruited out of high school by anybody. And apparently, I guess, just started working out with the team at Lamar and perhaps now has a scholarship. So, like, let's get on it. Number 4, you deserve so much better than Lamar. And why not come join us?
I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, again, and this is so on brand because Jacqueline said it, like, she doesn't talk up other players and other teams often. Like, none of us do. Especially when they drop 33 points on us. It's a double-double. He had 10 rebounds and 33 points. He dropped a double-double on us, and I'm not usually going to be really pumped about that at all.
No, might I add, most importantly, he wasn't a shithead about it either.
That's huge. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, during the McNeese game, there were a couple guys who literally ain't and they were acting like they were God's gift to mankind. And
this dude crushed everyone's stat sheet, and he wasn't a jerk.
That's wild. I mean, again, he was 100% on his free throws, 15 of 19 from the field goal line, and he even hit a 3. He was 50% on his threes because he only attempted 2.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that he wasn't recruited out of high school?
That's what I've been told.
That's if true is all I have to say. Big if true.
I don't know. Maybe he hit a late growth spurt, or he just went to a smaller school that wasn't that heavily recruited, or started because some kids start playing the sport that they're built for way late in life.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like late in school, I'll quickly tell a sidebar, but one of my parents' classmates from Central Heights High School played basketball with my dad, and he was a good basketball player. SFA came to recruit him, or came to watch him one game, and they said to him, your build is you're not gonna be able to play college basketball. You're not gonna be able to keep up. But have you ever played football? Kid had never. I mean, Central Heights has never, and probably will never have football. Never played football in his life.
Right.
Went to SFA, played football, played for the Oilers in the NFL. Never played football until he got to college, simply because the basketball recruiter was like, you're not going to be able to make it up and down the court, but have you thrown a football or have you tackled someone?
Right. There's a lot of those stories out there. I mean, there's a lot of stories where there are high school athletes who are in football or basketball, or literally any sport, and they get recruited to do different sports than what they've played their entire life, because it's like, listen, track stars, I don't know if you know this, but if you can run really, really fast, and you could learn how to catch a ball, and you could be the best wide receiver in the NFL. Just saying. So stuff like that. It's crazy how those stories happen. But Braden East, if you're looking for a new home come next season,
Come see us.
come holler, because God bless America. I wouldn't be mad if we had you on our team.
We will welcome you with open arms.
Open arms and snacks. Okay.
But yeah, maybe that was his story. Maybe he was late in switching to basketball. I don't know.
Right.
I'm curious to know more. So if anyone has more intel than what I just repeated, please hit us up and let us know.
For sure. Let's see. Any other grievances? I mean, I have a couple that I'm just like, again, didn't watch the game, wasn't there to witness it. I'm just going off stats basically alone. Lamar had 29 bench points. I think a lot of that obviously it wasn't from Braden because he started, but there was a few guys who were close to 10 points. 3 of them had 9 points. So I could see how that occurred, but that's okay. I think my other issue is, and I would like some context around this because I wouldn't expect this out of him, but why did Ack get a technical?
It was hold on. It was like an actual technicality. It wasn't
okay.
I wanted to say there was a lane violation, but that wouldn't be a tech. I think it was something with like coming in at the wrong time, like a substitute.
Okay. Because of all the people on our team who I would never assume Ack would be the one to get a tech. What the frick?
He called timeout and we didn't have any.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks, Tess. You called timeout and we didn't have any.
But was that?
But Coach talked about it.
Coach talked about it in his presser. Okay.
Well, they don't list that on the score sheet. Yes, they do. I was looking in the wrong place. My apologies. Thank you, Tess. I knew it was something like an actual technicality. I just couldn't remember exactly what it was. Yes.
Okay.
At the very end, he called timeout, and we didn't have any.
Got it. Yeah, that's what she said. She's sitting in the living room listening to the episode.
Thank you, Tess.
And she just busted in here and said, "What?" Anyway. But thank you. Yeah, because again, I'm saying I don't feel like of all the people on our team, Ack would be the one to get a technical for some sort of aggressive style play. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like,
yeah, it was.
Okay, now that's been taken care of, so I feel better about it now. Okay, one word to describe this, unless you had any more grievances.
I only actually have one about the game itself, really, on our part. And it's small, but I'm not just over the moon like I am with everything else with the 5 offensive boards because I mean, first of all, that's really low, and we took a good number of shots. I mean, we had hold on, I'm doing math. We had 25 missed field goals.
Well, of course, coach is going to take the blame on that.
We had 25 missed field goals and 8 missed 3-pointers, and we only snagged 5.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it, but I'm not over the moon.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, again, it's not a great stat to see, but like we've been saying for this whole season, like I feel like we're nitpicking at stuff because there isn't much to get mad at during wins like this. You know what I mean?
On the offside of that, I'm skipping back to the feats of strength on this since I'm complaining about the offensive boards. Our second chance points, we had 6, which granted that we only snagged 5 rebounds. That means we scored off 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a pretty darn good percentage.
You're not wrong on that. You're so right. Okay. Any other grievances to mention? Okay. So I think word of the game for me is just Benita, because that's where I was, people. Just let me just pull the cat out of the bag. Yes, I went to Bonita Creek to go see Randy Rogers Band. And in order for us olds to get there and have a decent time, we have to get there when the doors open to get a table away from people as much as possible, because that's not my normal fun idea of a fun Saturday night.
Which is why you had to eat dinner at 5 like a boomer, so that you were ready to get there.
We had to go to dinner at 5 because the doors opened at 7 and the concert itself didn't start till like 9:30. Oh man. And I'm going back saying I'm so glad that I don't do that stuff anymore. Again, 10, 15 years ago, Alex, absolutely. I'd been doing that. I wouldn't have missed the game. I would have went to the game and then went to the Bonita and then had an even longer day and then not eaten at any point and then went to Taco Bell at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then regretted it the next day. But your girl can't do that anymore. She is turning the ripe old age of 37 this year. And these internal organs cannot handle that. So it's called going to dinner early, getting to the concert or place early, getting settled. And then what we called it was we were doing some basketball moves. We were blocking out our area the entire night. Like we were putting our bodies into it so that nobody would enter our little space. It didn't really work out very well because it just got really, really packed over there. But we still had a good little space. And we had enough buffer, so it was fine. But still, it was funny. It's funny. We had a great time, enjoyed it. Everybody that I went with had fun. And again, I'm very glad that I don't do that very often because that's just not my idea of a good time anymore. Like I love going to live music shows, but yeah, not with 16-year-olds in the audience.
Yeah.
It's insane the ages that can come to a show at Bonita at a bar.
It is crazy.
Like all the people that were surrounding us, like the majority of them were all with their under 21 wristbands. And I'm like, when I was their age, I was lucky enough to even just go to the mall unsupervised.
Right.
I mean, it's true. When I was 16, it was like an act of Congress. Like, who am I going with? How long am I going to be there? Who's all going to be? Like 21 questions. And it's like, heaven forbid if I would have asked to do anything like that. No. But again, I digress. So Bonita Creek. Bonita.
Her mom's laughing in the background. I heard her.
She's a pain, man. She's laughing at the whole thing. I love her, but she knows it's right. She knows it's legit. If she would have kept me, she would have sent me to a nunnery. If it was up to her.
Yeah, my parents would have sent me to whatever the Southern Baptist equivalent of that is. So
100%. All right, what's your word of the game? Look, she knows it's right. She's laughing. Look at her.
I'm pretty sure my parents were probably more strict even than yours. So I feel ya. My word for this game is just going to be woosah. I needed all of the like calming energy that I could get, but we got the dub. So
it's all that matters. Okay. All right. Moving on to game number 2. Hold on. That means I got to switch pictures now, guys, because now I can do this. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I can do it mid podcast. Let's see. Yes, it worked and it didn't mess anything up. Okay, perfect. This is a post-game picture, so don't get confused by it. Man, I don't want to say it. It's kind of like when people talk about a no-hitter, you're not supposed to talk about a no-hitter while the no-hitter is happening.
Yeah.
Because it's bad luck. So I don't want to talk about the number of wins at home because it might ruin us. We have 2 more games at home. After that, then I will say it. But if you just go back in our wins and losses, you can count how many of those were at home and figure out what I was going to say.
That's why I almost didn't do my little caption there, but I thought about it and almost got superstitious and didn't put it under my name. But
home win club is pretty good. That's decent.
But we're still in it. I'm not saying how many.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I've only put the number of wins, 10, that have occurred since we lost in McNeese, which includes home and away. So that's there. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah, Mom, I don't care what the announcers do. I don't give a rat's patootie.
I think Danny Merrill can probably get away with more than that.
We're superstitious. If you don't know
our golden voice of the Jacks, Rob Myers. Anywho, all right. So this game was last night. Monday night, February 9th
It
versus.
didn't feel like it was last night, but yeah, it was last night.
I feel like it has been 5 days since yesterday. With all of the progress that little Gigi has made today, I feel like it's been the week that I thought it would take us to get to this point. So yesterday, Monday night, February 9th versus Texas A&M Commerce, because we're not calling them that other name because that's not where they are.
No.
Background info here going into last night's game. We had 21 wins and 11 losses in our previous matchups versus Texas A&M Commerce. The last matchup, we did win huge, 75-48 on December 29th.
Yeah, that was a big one.
In Commerce. Alex and I were there. Laura was there. A bunch of other people were there, and I'm not even going to name all of them because I forgot them all last time.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people from DFW.
We had a lot of SFA people there.
Yeah, it was good. It was good little showing. Yeah.
Largest margin of victory, 40 points, 86-46 in 1985, before Alex and I were born. Smallest margin of victory, 67-74 in. I hate that I put that way. I'm very OCD about putting the win total first. Smallest margin of victory, 74-67 in February 25. So I had to think for a minute about what year it is. All right, Southland standings, Alex.
Okay, you're good. All right, Southland standings. For the most part, most of it is the same as it was last time we went over it. But a few things I want to highlight because one of them is I'm not worried about it, but I'm kind of worried about it. So one of them, so we're still at the top, 15-1 with a 2-game lead over McNeese, who's 13-3. But the third place team has been surging lately, and they're on a win streak. And man, they've won 8 in a row, and I'm nervous. So UTRGV 10-6, they're in third place, sole possession of third place. They're at 14-11. They've won their last 8 in a row. That's a hot streak. I mean, yeah, we've won our last 10, but UTRGV has been digging and gunning. And when they came,
and guess who we play Saturday?
That part.
At UTRGV.
That part. That is why I'm nervous, because we've already played them once home and we beat them. Great. But now we have to travel down to Edinburgh, and that's no easy trip, first of all. That is literally, you can walk outside UTRGV's campus and spit and hit Mexico.
It's the farthest team in our conference. I mean,
yeah. And so anyway, I'm nervous about that. I feel like I'm not as nervous about this as I was for the McNeese game, but I'm still very, very nervous about it in terms of, because of the fact that they've been surging. Like if they haven't had an 8-win streak and they were just in sole possession of third, I wouldn't be as, you know what I mean? But this is
the wild card most nervous game for us for this season.
I think this game is a trap.
It's like the wild card.
For sure. Yeah. So at 10-6, I'm calling it. It could be a trap game. Boys, be careful. I'm telling you right now. And then after that, we have a little bit of separation in the pack. You got 3 teams at 9-7, which again, like I mentioned last time, the middle of the pack in the Southland is extremely bunched up. Obviously 3 teams at 9-7, and then another team at 7-9. And that's just not even the worst of it. So you got A&M, Corpus Christi, New Orleans, and Nichols all at 9-7, all really decent teams. Then you have Lamar, who we just beat, at 7-9. And then you got 4 teams, 4 of them at 5-11. So again, these last few weeks of the season is going to be so critical to see who's going to get those final spots at in the conference tournament. You got UIW, Commerce, Southeastern, and Northwestern State all at 5-11. I'm telling you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like at the moment, UIW, wait, did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Because there's 8 teams, that go to the 8 teams. So at the moment, UIW is the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. and UIW, East Texas A&M, Commerce, Southeastern and Northwestern are all at 5 and 11. So, and they're all super tight. So again, it could be any one of those teams that get that last spot.
Yeah.
And then you have HCU rounding out the bottom there at the bottom, which could also be trap game. That's our next game on the 28th. That also could be a trap game.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be a crapshoot coming down to the end here. Let's see here. And what was this one? And Northwestern State only loses by 6 points or wins by 6. So. Good point, Hunter.
Good point.
Good point, Hunter boy. Golly. It's going to be a wild ending here to the season. I mean, yeah, us and McNeese have already clinched our tickets into the championship, but man, oh man, it's going to be wild the last few weeks here. But anyway, all right.
We'll see how it shakes out. So for this game, same starters. We did win 74-70. Very close.
Mm-hmm.
The attendance was quite low last night. I don't know what the deal was. 2,482. One of the lower ones of the season, and it just looked empty. I don't know why. But I digress. On to Sean Kennedy's stat section. That's a complaint for another day. Field goal percentage, 44.3%. From the three-point line, 35%. Free throws, 65%. We did have 40 points in the paint, 19 points off turnovers, 11 second chance points, 6 fast break points, 22 bench points. Score was tied 9 times, and the lead changed 11 times. We had 36 total rebounds, 13 offensive, 23 defensive. We had 14 fouls, 10 turnovers. They had 14 turnovers. We had 8 steals, 2 blocks, and 15 assists. Our game leaders, we got Cam leading the pack with 19 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. We got Keon with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. CC with 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists.
Yeah.
Then we had, I had to check myself like 3 times when I was typing this because I kept thinking that I was looking at the wrong line on the stat sheet. Both Gerald and Narit both scored 7 points and got 7 rebounds. Gerald also got a block, and Narit also got 3 steals and an assist.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I kept, and I'm like, why do I keep looking at the wrong line? And then I was like, no, they both have 7 points and 7 rebounds.
Oh man. Well, Jacqueline, it doesn't happen often, but we both wholeheartedly agree on this week's play of the game. We had to give it to Cam. Golly, Cameron, 19 points, buddy.
5 3-pointers.
Buddy.
5. And I think like at least 2 of them were pretty much consecutive possessions too.
Yeah.
And 2 rebounds and a steal. He was on fire last night.
He was. And by Joe, he needed that. I feel like he needed a game like that. I mean, yes, he's been consistently scoring and hitting threes and all that, but there's just something else about being the dog, being the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. High point for the game. I'm fairly certain that's the highest that he scored for us this season so far. And he only played 24 minutes. That's really not like a huge chunk of the game to get 19 points. So I just want to point that out and be high point. Also would like to point out, so we think this is, we don't know nothing, or we're just trying to piece it together. I think Latif may have kind of tweaked an ankle situation at the end of Saturday's game. But it was obvious that he had some sort of ailment that was just, not like super serious, but he was not able to be functioning at full capacity on Saturday.
Yeah.
He had to come out several times. So Cam was also having to take on a little bit, I feel like more of the, what we usually allot in our mind for the starter's contribution to scoring. So I was really happy that he pulled it out.
No, I agree, and that's a really good point. Talking about Teef and his low impact on the game. I mean, he only played for a total of 6 minutes. But yeah, I do think that it's not anything serious. I think he's gonna be all right, because that's pretty much what Coach said in his post game, was that Teef was gonna be okay. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong link. I clicked the wrong comment right there. Mom said, Coach said Teef will be okay, but didn't say what happened. So there you go.
Thanks, Tess.
She's on it. She's like our research guru over here.
Yes, she can be our stat boy for anyone who used to watch. I mean, it's still on. Pardon the interruption, where we got our name from. But back in the day, when I first started watching it with my dad when I was in high school, they had a guy that they just called Stat Boy. It was very early in his career. His name was Tony Reale. He's fun. Yeah. But they would pan to him to check the stats.
Yeah. She can be the stat boy, but maybe a little bit of
Stat Nana.
Yeah, stat nanny.
Stat nanny. There you go.
There we go. I love it.
So yeah, we definitely both agree on Cam, but we'll slide right into the feat strength because there's lots of other shout outs.
For sure. Yeah. So
Keon, great game, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Well, sorry, he didn't get a block, but almost something in every column. CC really close again to a double with almost double-digit points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists. Gerald with the 7.7 rebounds. Again, we're not relying on him to score, but when he does, it's a nice little surprise. And I do want to give a quick special shout out to Rit, because Rit we've been saying the last few episodes, has been really picking up on his defense.
Yeah.
In this game, 7 points is great. It's not as many as maybe we get from Rit sometimes, but 7 rebounds from Rit, fantastic. I'm not even going to complain. If we have a game that Rit ties Gerald for rebounds, I am pleased as punch.
Right. No, 100%. Yeah, Rit hasn't been producing a lot with the points lately, but when I say lately, I mean the last like 2 games. Okay. But that 7 rebounds really, really, really came in clutch. Not gonna lie. He also had 3 steals. That's great defense coming from him. Great defense. There was something else. Oh yeah. So it's back to CC real quick. No.
Well, I'll brag real quick. We were going to brag more on C Green.
C Green. That's what I meant. I didn't mean to say C. Sorry, CC. I love you, but I meant C Green. 4
points, 4 rebounds.
Right. Listen.
And a block.
I was going to say, and the block. We can't forget the block. And he was playing really, really, really good defense.
He's playing great.
He was playing really, really good defense. Like, he was creating a lot of disruption on Monday night, last night. It was great. I was pleased as punch to CC Green playing that well. And then we got to give a little shout out to Marcus, who came in as well, got 12 minutes, got 4 points, got a rebound in there.
And an assist.
Yeah.
You guys.
Love to see it. You know what I really love to see? 40 points in the paint.
Yeah, me too.
40 points in the paint.
Me too.
Love to see that. Free throw percentage was not the worst we've had, but I'll take 65%. But yeah, hold on. Let me go back up and look up here. Turnovers. I mean, other team had 14 turnovers. We only had 10, so that's good. Love to see that. 16. We had 14. They had a couple more fouls than we did. They had, okay. So that's also good. All right. Any other positives before we move on?
I'll also give a quick.
We were able to sit in our normal seats.
Huh? Yes. That. I'll give a quick shout out to Ack. He had 5 points and 2 rebounds.
Oh yeah.
And 2 assists.
And a 3. A really big 3 from like the parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah. That 3.
100% from the 3-point line act.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, moving on.
Begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're
Not
gonna hear
hearing it
about
again. That's weird.
That is weird that you can't hear it. It is playing, but anyway. Where do we want to start with our grievances?
You know, mine are going to be very minor on this one. Our free throw percentage, I wasn't thrilled with, 65%. That's actually the only like legitimate complaint I feel like I have or grievance. I'm not super over the moon with the 35% from the three, but that's only because we have been horribly spoiled this season. Like 35% from the 3-point line is decent. Lots of teams are happy with that. That's not bad at all. I'm just used to our point percentage almost matching the field goal.
The threes have been, well, from our normal three people. Like, obviously, Cam's been hitting it, but, like, Teef's been off, but I think we'll get him back better.
Yeah.
And then Rit's been a little off, but it can't be perfect every single game. You know what I mean? And that's just, it's a lot to say, because it's like we say that now, but like during the game, it's very frustrating because it's like, we're throwing up so many and then only a little bit are actually going in. But to be fair, I think my main thing was we just allowed way too many points from a team that we decimated in when we played them there. I mean,
I agree. Should have never been that close.
It should have never been that close. I think that's my biggest grievance from this game in general, is the fact that we won by 4 points. We scored 36 points in the first half. They had 34, so 2 behind. We had 38. We scored 38 points in the second half. They scored 36. Like, they were literally
right on our heels
the entire game. Like, I did not feel comfortable at any point in time. Yeah. Just, they had 4 guys in double digits. One guy almost put a 30 piece on us. Gianni Hunt, 28 points. He had 5 threes out of 8. Okay. He was 100% on his free throws, 8 of 12 from the field goal, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Like,
that's a lot of production. That was kind of wild. Honestly, I mean, those stats are really good considering that I don't feel like I noticed that as much during the game as I did number 4 for Lamar. But, I mean, again, they had other people scoring double digits. But, sorry. We're almost done, Gigi.
Hold on, Gigi. Well, at least, she won't be a quiet one, and she'll let you know when she's upset.
Oh, she's vocal.
The 30 points in the paint from them, also the 15 points off turnovers, don't like to see. But again, we won, but it wasn't pretty.
No.
Wasn't pretty.
I would not be wanting to sit down and watch that game film. I'll put it that way.
Ooh, no.
Well, I don't want to be in that film sesh.
No, absolutely not. Like, it was, oh, no. And, I mean, the refs weren't horrible, but they weren't great. I think my other grievance, too, is just the dog shit attendance. Like, we go from having such a really, really good turnout at the McNeese game, and it's just been, like, again, like, slowly backwards back to the 2000s. And it's like, what are we doing? Guys, what are we doing?
I'm just still like befuddled. What was going on last night? Like, because that was a big dip from even what it has been like every other Monday this season. Like, was something going on? Please tell us. Sound off. Was something happening in Nacogdoches last night that we were under a rock for? I don't know.
Monday night in Nacogdoches, like I can't think of any. Maybe people just had like Super Bowl fatigue. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's not like the Super Bowl was that great of a game either. So I mean, you can't really say that you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. It was just weird showing up to a Monday night game at 6:30. Like everybody's off. Like what are you doing with your life? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, all right. So any more grievances?
No.
All right. One word to describe this game. I'm gonna say it's all hyphenated. Too close for comfort. All those are hyphenated, so that means it's one word.
Okay, I have one that you could call hyphenated. I don't know. I also don't exactly know that I'm using it in the right context, but I think it might apply here. We'll have to consult the kids nowadays because I'm too old to be trying to say this and know what I'm talking about. Would 6-7 apply here?
So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, 6-7.
Okay. I hate that you used it, but I respect it. Fucking hate it.
Since I still don't really know if I grasp the definition, but I don't know that you're necessarily supposed to, and maybe that's the issue.
It's not for us.
I had to try it out, so.
Anyway.
What did Keon mention?
I don't know. Keon mentioned what, Mom, probably in the post game something. It's probably about the fans. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. All right, so let's go over the next few weeks of Lumberjack basketball, what's coming up, and just give you some reminders. So, as we mentioned earlier, our next game is on Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, and Mardi Gras at the brewery. Saturday at 4:30 p.m. in Edinburgh, Texas. All right, so let's go over the
That's what he did mention.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
What did Stat Nanny have for us?
Yeah, it had to do with the fans in the stands.
Okay,
yeah. All right. I don't mind her coming in here, but like our feed is like 30 seconds behind, and so I'm still yakking on the feed on her phone.
Yeah.
And anyway. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, playing UTRGV down in Edinburgh on Saturday at 4:30. Again, make sure if you're not in that area, you're going to probably need to watch it on TV. You can handle that. The next game we have is another away game, February the 16th, is a Monday at 7 o'clock at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Again, if you're in the area, please and thank you. Please attend. If not, watch it on ESPN+. Then after that, we have our next two home games, which are the last two home games in the Sawmill, which is crazy. It's already that crazy.
Mind-blowing.
This is already the end of the season for us here in the Sawmill. But on February 21st at 5 o'clock, home game versus Nichols. And then February 23rd, Monday at 6:30, home game versus New Orleans. And those are our last two home games of the season. And then the last two games of the season are both away one at HCU in Houston, the 28th, which is a Saturday at 3:30. And then in Cardinal Word in San Antonio, March 2nd, a Monday at 6:30. And then right after that, boom, we head to the Southland Conference Championship, which is obviously in Lake Charles at McNeese.
Don't even get us started. We'll have a whole grievances episode about that.
Yay.
Maybe that's the one that we can invite Chris Grant on and have him talk to us about it. Sure, he'd be thrilled with that topic.
Yeah. Oh, we would eat him for lunch that day, and he would probably never want to be on the podcast again.
We love you, Chris. We won't do you dirty, but we do want to know.
Just gotta know, dude. Like, why can't you just have it, whoever's the top seed hosts? I don't know. Like,
I just don't think any of the conference schools should host.
Yeah, have a neutral site.
Like,
there's
plenty, right, always, and then nobody
nobody
gets to complain about it.
For sure. Like when it was in Katy, was that a pitch to get to? Sure, but and was it? I mean, whatever. It was whatever.
It was pretty centrally located to all of the member schools, and it was neutral.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Your headquarters is in Dallas. Why can't we do it in Dallas? I don't know. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna not even start on that tangent, or I'll never shut up. And I need to try to, y'all all cross your fingers, because we're about to have to attempt an outside potty break in the dark.
I hope it goes.
And
okay.
She gets scared when she hears the wind or when she steps on a leaf. So this should be fun.
Oh man. Well, I hope it goes okay. Let us know how that goes. Okay, that is the end. Thank you all for joining us on this Tuesday night. We only went over an hour by a few minutes, so hopefully you're still listening. And if so, we love you and appreciate you. Fingers crossed that our 2 away games coming up here go well. Again, please watch and support, even if from afar. And as always, we love you guys, and Axe and Jacks.
With Alex and Jack.